All right. Welcome back to the High Heels Happy Hour podcast. And I'm still Christina.
Ingrid here.
Yes. So if you're watching this, you're on our YouTube channel. Brand new YouTube channel. Yay! And if you're listening to this and you want to see our crazy funny faces, then you can tune in on the High Heels Happy Hour YouTube channel. You just search High Heels Happy Hour podcast and you will find it.
Or they can put a face with a really awesome podcast.
That's true.
I think that's
yes. But we're funny because especially when you try to do screenshots, we do a lot of funny faces because when you try to do screenshots, you go through all the expressions really slow. We have a lot. It's really hard to find a screenshot where we look normal.
Yes, which it makes great pictures.
Yes, but we do a lot of, I guess we're animated faces. Animated faces. All right. So let's check in. What has happened that's good in your life?
Goodness. Wow. Super awesome. So I was awarded the opportunity to get a service dog. He's so awesome. I've had pets before.
Let's just say, so a service dog called Chance. Ingrid's old dog we called Devil Dog.
She just so
putting that out there. She was as far away from a service dog as you could get. So yes.
So Chance is a half Labrador Retriever and half Golden Retriever.
Oh, yes,
he is very cute, very big.
Yes.
So my last dog was 5 pounds soaking wet, and he is 60 pounds and growing. But it's been awesome. His kisses are like heaven. So nothing. I can't complain whatsoever. He like sits on my feet. So 60 pounds right on your feet, and it feels like the best thing ever.
Yeah. And maybe you should say too, as a service dog, why it's.
So I got my service dog due to PTSD, PTSD and anxiety. But the process is really long. It's not taken lightly because the dog becomes like your other half. So the dog is trained. So when I tell him to sit, and I don't do it the right way, he's like, yeah, no, I'm not.
Maybe then he can train my dog.
Yes. We'll have to do that.
Yeah.
So it's been great.
Yeah. So our dogs are now BFFs also. Yes. Georgie likes to run with the big boys. So I have a French bulldog, for those of you that don't know.
The size of his paw.
His size of, yes. But she loves the big boys.
Yeah. So. No, but it's been really great. The kids love him. Victor, everyone. Like it's almost like, I don't know what I would, like, I can't see beforehand. When I didn't have him, I'm like, well, why is it that I haven't had him for this long?
Yeah.
So it's been great. So
that's
great. Great.
That's good.
How about you?
I think I mentioned this last time, right? With Dancing with Vero Stars.
Yes.
It's finally going to happen. I've been honored to be selected as one of the star dancers. But so last time around, it was supposed to happen in 2020. And one of the fundraisers we did for this was called Mom Prom. Ingrid was a part of the organizing committee. And it was the most fun party we ever threw, right? It was so it's a bunch of grown women dressed up in ball gowns dancing for 5 hours straight, and drinking and eating too. And Mom Prom is back. We're throwing another Mom Prom here in Vero Beach, Florida. So if you're not in Vero Beach, Florida, you should come here on May 6th because that's when Mom Prom is going to happen. So it was kind of finalized this week. Date. We're going back to the same venue at the Boulevard, Counterculture that we love. And and the committee is back, except for one person, Amanda, who moved away. But otherwise, everyone's back, and I'm super grateful. So that has been awesome to start planning Mom Prom again.
My feet were sore for like a week.
Yes. This year, we're going to have more comfortable shoes.
No, you told me no.
Well, if you have a dress long enough, you won't see them. So, oh well. And that's been great in my life. What about life hacks.
So my life hack is going to go with my word, stability. And one of the things is financial stability.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen it on Facebook and people do it, but the envelopes of
Mm-hmm.
saving for
Mm-hmm.
specific things or having like petty cash on
Mm-hmm.
hand, the envelopes I've done, and it's been good because
Yeah.
then if I go out, I don't use my cards
Yeah.
because for a while I didn't have any credit cards,
Yeah.
which was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people have a lot of credit cards.
Yeah. And it's hard with credit. You don't get a credit history if you don't have a credit card. So, but when you paid
But I
off,
learned my
yeah.
lesson though,
Yeah.
because I made a couple bad decisions, which I
Mm-hmm.
paid for literally for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
So having those envelopes, I know I have this amount of money to spend, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel bad at all because that money is specifically for that.
Yeah.
So it just makes it
That's great.
easy.
Yeah. And that's again talking about that visual,
Hmm.
um, what you can see.
How about
Oh,
your life hack?
life hack. So, well, we are, if you don't know if you've seen another episode, we're in a new space. So we're in my new streaming closet. So this space used to be a coat closet up until last week. So I my hack for the week is you can turn any small space as long as you have a wall behind you and a little bit of distance into a streaming hack or streaming space or zooming space or and just finding a space where you can do all your virtual stuff
Your own
really
backdrop.
helps. Yes, because it's now we don't have to scramble, try to
Mm.
set up, make sure, and it might. I think it looks bigger than it is because it's really not that big in here. But
I thought the same thing when
yeah,
I was like, oh wow, that's big. I walked in, I was like, oh, we're really close, and it has air conditioning.
has air condition, and but it's cozy and it's
Yes.
great to have this spot because then we can just jump in and get started. So I did do a episode on Fix My Style, my online show on what to think about when you create a, a backdrop like this. So that's my hack for the week is finding that one spot that you have
I
as
love
a
it.
dedicated streaming space. All right. So today, our subject, today's title is Don't Put All Your Eggs in One Basket. Meaning, talking about just like your envelopes, we're going to talk about streams of income.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Always something super important to think about. How many streams do you have coming into your bank account on a monthly basis? And what happens if one of them is cut off and or dries out? And so something, and I think both of us, since we met through Side Hustle, we definitely have had many streams of income. But I think we have been really surprised by how many people we meet that only have that one stream and it's dependent on someone else. You're
Mhm.
employed, someone else is in charge of handing you your paycheck. And when that's cut off, what do you do? So today we're going to talk about income streams and also your active income versus passive income.
They're two very different.
Yes. So just to give you overview, your active income for most people is going to be your kind of number one income or your major,
JOB.
your job. But it's something where you trade time for money.
Mm.
So you show up and you get paid per hour, or you render a service like Ingrid, you're as an esthetician, people come in for a facial, you do the facial, they pay. So you can't do two at once. You cannot book
Can
a
you
bunch of
imagine?
people. If you became ambidextrous, maybe you could. But it's so trading time for money, and that's also you couldn't, we only have 24 hours, all of us, in a day. So
Yeah.
you can't add on more time. Uh, but with a passive income, it's kind of making money when you sleep.
Mhm.
That's where a lot of side hustles come in, that you can add several passive incomes to go hand in hand with your active, because most people want to keep their number one income for as long as possible. But having some passive streams really helps you out. And one question to start asking, since this has been in the topic in the news a lot lately, are we going into recession or not? And recessions come and go. That's just the way, the market works. But is your job, is your business, is your paycheck recession proof? Meaning, can it take a hit when people start getting a little more
Crunching
concerned?
numbers. Yeah.
Yes. So with Mary Kay, since that's the side hustle we met, we learned that there are three industries that are kind of recession proof. It's cosmetics, not upscale, but lower end cosmetics, because we're still going to put on our face, right? We're not going to skip that. Alcohol, because the harder the times, the more alcohol we need. Again, maybe not champagne, but maybe like low end vodka or yeah. And then the third one is tobacco, which is kind of sad that's recession proof too, because people, even though that's a huge expense, people don't really give that up as easily. So, but looking at your income or your income stream, is it recession proof? Important question, right?
Mhm.
So Ingrid is going to go through. We did a little digging for you and kind of came up with a list of some income streams, right?
Yes. So, and then one quote I do have on here is, money can be earned and spent continuously, but time can only be spent once.
Wouldn't it be great if we could recycle time?
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
maybe if we get a time machine built, then that's.
We can do that. Okay, so a couple of passive ones, and there's probably a few more out there, but I'm going to give you a couple of them, or a few. So, of course, side hustle. So, and it doesn't have to be something that's drastically different than what you do, full time. That way it seems more natural to do it. An ebook, if you write a book. I know, Christina, you are a part of a book.
I am. That's right.
So
co-author of a book.
Co-author.
Yeah.
So that's something that you can do. Stock options, which is great, as long as and then you can always find people to help you out, but that's also something that's going to make you money without you doing much work. A blog, starting a blog. People nowadays read a lot of blogs. They want to know. People are really nosy.
And how you make money with that, just like with podcasts or anything, it's getting marketing or getting sponsors.
Yeah, so,
affiliated marketing. Yeah.
YouTube channel, which, by the way,
it's also also an affiliated or that you can sponsor.
Yes, hint hint. Photography, and I think we spoke about it, I guess, off camera. Yeah, is stock photos.
Yes,
people are always looking for really good shots.
Yep. And with the phones these days, they have great cameras.
Yeah.
And if you take interesting photos, you can sell them to stock footage companies that,
An e-course, which Christina has one too.
Yes.
And then
the e-course, a digital course. I actually had someone. I woke up yesterday morning. Someone had bought a course. It's just so nice.
Sorry.
You're like, oh.
And really touch base on the e-course is, you do work in the beginning. Like, it took you time to put it together.
But like most passive, even though it's making money when you sleep, you do the work. You got to do some work. It's going to be work up front, but it's not work you're not exchanging time for
Yes.
money over and over and over
Mhm.
again. So you do the work once and then it kind of pays itself.
Yes.
The gift that keeps on giving.
A few other ones is drop shipping. So you've seen a lot of like Amazon associate become that. You can things that you like already, and you can share with your friends if they buy it.
Yeah, I want to do
You get a kickback. I mean, too easy. It's just super simple. And then two more, a referral business. So basically, when you do a service, having the option to have a referral, maybe a referral system or a referral, um, discounts, coupons, just something that will create more income without you physically having to do the work.
Yeah.
And last but not least, memberships. Depending on what service you provide and what business you have, having the option of memberships so you have a rolling income coming in, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And you have one of those.
I have a membership program. It's called Style Club, and Ingrid is a member. So yeah, memberships are great, and that's something I'm going to explore more, but we'll talk about future later. But memberships, it's you do actually do a little more work every month, but you're not looking for new people all the time. You have
The
people.
core.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are some great side hustles or passive income. Another thing is selling clothes or selling things you own on eBay or no, I don't even know if people sell things on eBay anymore.
But it's not.
I see a lot of Facebook Marketplace. I sell a lot there. Consignment stores, selling your clothes on consignment stores. Poshmark, it's an online consignment store. Those things too, things that are lying around your house that you're not using, can be great too. As
you can declutter and make money.
Yeah, yeah, little side hustle income streams. So yeah, let's go into kind of break it down a little bit more what we have. So income versus passive. And I can get started since I have a little bit of everything. So as a fitness instructor, it's definitely active income. I have to show up unless I could add that on to with a passive if I did a YouTube channel where I taught fitness online and then made a membership out of it. I mean, that would just tag everything together. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but I'm saying that's a way of using your active income and making it passive as well. Now, our side hustle, Mary Kay, we still do, and that's a passive. Not so much the work, of course, when you meet someone and you sell, but the reorder business. So any direct sales company out there where has a big reorder business, that's a great passive income because you do the work once and then people just reorder. And then my digital course, definitely passive. Great. I'm going to do more of those in the future. I love that. And then as an interior designer and my styling business, it is a little bit of both, I guess. I definitely have to show up to do the work. I can't phone it in. It's not happening in my sleep. But the way I have changed my prices from a more active price setting to a passive, meaning I don't charge by the hour, I charge by the project. So that way, and it's based on, my experience and how I know what it's worth and how long it usually takes me. But that way, the client doesn't worry about how many hours and the clock ticking, and I don't cut myself short in case, after doing this for 17 years, I can come up with ideas really fast sometimes. And if it's only per hour, then all of a sudden I'm cheating myself out of a lot of money.
Yeah.
So by doing it project based, it can be a little bit of active and passive, I guess. Yeah. Or at least making it a little more passive, I would say. I still got to do the work. And but that's and then the membership program that I do have as well, which is something I do want to do more of this coming year.
And I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
See what I can
Yes.
do.
And what else do you do? Explain your streams.
So Mary Kay is kind of, I mean, I've been doing what, 11 years?
Yeah.
So it's pretty passive but active too, because
Yeah.
it's pretty doing pretty awesome. Esthetician, which is active. And then Amazon Associate,
I'm so jealous.
which is passive. I've been telling her to get that done.
Yeah, I've not done that.
Ever? I'm like, Christina, do you have it? She's like, yeah. Okay, do it. Do it.
Yes.
And it's just fun. I mean, I even had my kids start, because it's just it's super easy. It's not, and it's just things that you love already. So why not?
Yeah.
I mean, how much shopping do you do on Amazon? Okay.
A lot. Most of my things.
So why not make money?
Yes, I agree. 100%.
Did you guys hear that?
Yes. It's one of those rare moments.
Yes, I know. It's recorded. I love it. Okay. So let's see. So what else? Oh, so and this is something that's spending out of hand. When you have a business or you're starting a business or a side hustle, a lot of people think that they have to spend all this money up front.
Yeah.
And you don't have to. Because when you work from a point of like frustration and desperation, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So there's no side hustle. There's no, passive income, active income. There's nothing.
Yeah.
So you have to be really just patient.
Yeah.
When it comes to.
But and for us that have been in direct sales, I think every person should try at least one direct sales career or company in their life, because you do learn so much. The way it works and the whole building a customer base and getting reorders. So regardless of what it is, find something that you think is fun and maybe that you buy anyway. But it's a great side hustle. And again, you don't have to buy the big buy-ins where it's you spend thousands of dollars up front. No, a lot of them there's a couple of hundred to get in, and then you just do it as.
So you do learn a lot.
You do learn a lot. It's a great side
hustle. You can tell when people have done a side hustle or not.
Yes.
It's interesting. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and I think especially for me, the pandemic, like with everyone, it really taught us to look at things from different perspective and pivot. But I hope more people started doing more avenues or more streams of income from that. So there's always nothing bad that doesn't bring anything good with it. I do think it opened the eyes to a lot of people that, man, I can't do this business at all because the world is shut down. What can I do instead? But don't lose that. Keep going, because a few different streams make up a nice big pond or something. Lake. I don't know. So we want to leave you, as always, with a little call to action, right? So, number one, list your streams of income today. Hopefully there's more than one, but if it's just one, it can only get better, right?
Yeah.
So list the different incomes you have and mark them if they are passive or active. So is it you gotta show up for every hour, or is it you do some work but it keeps regenerating income? So passive or active. And then from the list that we gave you, or check online, but investigate what other one or two or three avenues would you be interested in. It could be something that is close to what you're already doing, like Ingrid as an esthetician. Mary Kay is not a far cry from. It's very similar. For me, maybe Mary Kay in interior design is not hand in hand, or fitness instruction, and Mary Kay is not. But still, I'm passionate about both. So in my world, it goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. But find one or two or three, but start with one or two that you think would interest you and that you would want to investigate a little more. And as always, share them on our Facebook page. And if you haven't already, you got to sign up for our newsletter. Our newsletter is pretty short each week. It's just a reminder and a little deeper look into the week's episode. And you get more links and you get to know our guests when we have them on. And also,
Dun, dun, dun.
from the list of newsletter subscribers, we do the drawings of our favorite things.
And you definitely don't want to miss that.
And actually, when we're done here, we're going to go live and do a drawing for 2 favorite things. So don't miss out. And
So before we go, I wanted to leave you all with a few resources or free money. I don't know if you all want this. And if you're driving, you have to replay this.
We'll put it in the show notes and, of course, in the
so I have
the newsletter.
4 or 5. I have SBA, it's SBA.gov, which is Small Business Administration. If you are a veteran, you can do a CBOC, which is Veterans Business Outreach Centers. I have SCORE.org, which is SCORE. It's the largest network of experts for business mentoring. Like, how awesome is that? We always need a mentor.
Always.
And then Hello Alice is an innovative mentorship.
That's a cute name too. Is it helloalice.com?
Yes, helloalice.com.
Cute. So for mentors?
Yes, innovative mentorship. So they have pretty much any mentorship you can think of.
That's great.
And then we have nav.com, which is nav.com. It's financial services, and it builds your business credit profile. Okay. So those are all free resources, grant money, strategies that you can use. And my friend, or our friend, Emily.
Shout out, Emily.
Yes. And it's just money.
Yes, because that's another avenue of income, free money, grants. That's a really good one. Yeah. And I'm in the world of scholarships right now and grants from our son going to college. So free money, anything. Yes, please. Thank you. But you forget or you don't investigate what's out there. So, we'll put all those resources on the website, on the newsletter, and in the show notes. All right, my friend. I think that's good. I think we gave some good ideas, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. We think we're really good. Hopefully it will help you like it has helped us throughout the years. So until next time.
Cheers.
Cheers. We do have our
fist pump today.
Cheers. Fist pump. Bye-bye.
Bye.